Mound Jaguars are taking on number 3 ranked Plano East. They are 25-0, number 1 team in Texas right now. And Jeffrey, what do you think could happen with this game?
Yeah, I think the Jaguars are going to really have to take advantage of each possession they get. It's going to be tough to score on these guys. Plano East is bigger, faster, stronger. So the Jags are really going to have to try to get out ahead and box it in and force Plano East to shoot that 3 ball and really test them to see if they can get some stops early on. There's a turnover right there early.
See if the Jags can keep up with the pace. Then get hot and there's the turnover from the Jags. Plano East at 3, and that's good.
Yeah, surprising early on, Plano East is taking advantage of the 3 ball. I mean, that guy was covered, but at the same time, you'd think they'd try to feed it into the post, get some easy buckets early in this game.
Definitely. I mean, getting up early and maintaining control. I mean, if you get to a big enough lead, just turn on autopilot. See what the Jacks can do here. As there's a deflection off Zach Cope, as that's going to be Plano East ball.
Seemed like some miscommunication there early from the Jags. Might have even been tipped off of Plano East. I don't know if the official really saw what happened there. It was kind of behind the play, but at the same time, Jaguars just got to have a quick memory and get on to the next possession.
Yes, sir. As there's a tough basket down low for Plano East.
Yeah, number 4 made a good move to the hoop there. I was surprised he was able to get it up and over.
Yeah, number 10 came flying in right there to get that rebound. That's Xavier Miller, the 6'3" senior shooting guard. And there's another 2 and a really quick timeout from Coach Littleton. 6:09 left in the first quarter. Your Jags are down 9. We'll be back right after this. All right, coming out of the timeout, it is Jag ball. See what Coach Littleton has coming out of the timeout.
Got to get a bucket here to get the fans in on this one.
Definitely. And early on, we've seen Reed Jacobson getting starter minutes. As there's another 3 by Plano East.
Yeah, 12 for Plano East, 2 for 2 from behind the line so far.
Mm-hmm.
Something to look out for.
Yeah.
A little bit of a heat check next time he gets it up.
Yes, and that was John Tran for the 3 again. As Brandon Stadia drive, kick out to Reed Jacobson. No good.
Jaguars moving the ball around, getting everybody touches. You gotta spread this defense thin for sure. And there's the heat check, and he wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, I mean, 2 for 3 now. But there's a feed to their big fella. That's DJ Hall, the 6'7" center, junior, 220 pounds.
Yeah, 220. That's going to be hard to stop down low for Flower Mound. You might as well put 3 guys on him because I think 3 Flower Mound players probably add up in weight to 220. So,
I
mean, this is going to be tough. 14-point deficit, not able to score in the first 3 minutes so far.
Right.
Yeah, Flower Mound's going to have to make some adjustments. I mean, it's clear they really need to lock down, get in the paint, maybe even draw a foul, a charge, something to get this crowd going and into it because you got to take advantage of home court.
Definitely. And speaking of that home crowd, we do have a decent showing out tonight. As Coach Littleton takes the second timeout in the first quarter. See what he's got going for the boys.
Yeah, the Jaguars on that last possession down there, had a good look, a layup, you know, not in transition, but out of a set play, and just weren't able to capitalize. And those are the mistakes you just cannot make versus a Plano East team that comes into this game 25-0, number 3 in the country. They're doing pretty good.
Definitely. As the Jags cannot get the ball in, and there's a tip, a save, and there's going to be a layup for Plano East. Great defense. As they're now pressing Goyle. They got it back to Massey. Caleb Massey a drive.
Good hands there from Plano East, but Flower Mound keeps the possession, then turns it over.
Yep,
this one might be a jam.
Ooh, just barely missed it. But no, that is 18-0 Plano East, as the Jags are still looking for the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Plano East making a statement. They're not sagging off on defense. They're really making the Jags press early on. That looked like a foul right there.
Yeah, I mean, Jags really moving the ball around at a very quick pace, and they're going to call a travel on Brandon Stoddy.
Looked like a textbook jump stop there. Didn't even get a chance to pivot before the call was made, but not so sure that was the right call.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you hopefully get a defensive stop and go right back at it. Plano East coming up the court. As they're moving the ball around, and there's another 3, and that's good. 21-0 Plano East as we just passed the halfway mark of the first quarter. As Zach Cope saves it from going out of bounds. Jags playing a really fast pace right now, something we haven't seen all season. Luke Cargo also checking in for the Jags. There's a feed inside from Goyle, and he wants a foul. He's not going to get it, but it's going to stay Jag ball. And there's another turnover by the Jags. And there's a block by Zach Cope. And Plano East is asking for a goaltend.
You know, if you're Flower Mound, you'll take anything you can get. A little spark of energy there. Get the fans in.
Definitely. That got everyone going right there.
Now the Flower Mound faithful saying overrated as they're down 21.
Bold move. Let's see if it pays off for them. As it's going to stay Jag ball.
I feel like the Jaguars are settling a little bit right now.
Yes, and Coach Littleton wants that 3rd timeout in the first quarter. Interesting decision, as we got a lot of basketball to go.
Use them or lose them.
That's
so,
fair.
yeah, Coach Littleton not liking what he's seeing. Hopefully can draw something out. You know, they've got a baseline out-of-bounds play right here. Maybe you run some sort of double-door screen to get the shooter out on the three-point line. Something that's open, a confident shot from somebody who's not going to be afraid to take it.
Without a doubt. And we'll see what the Jags have going right after this. All right, and we are back. Let's see what the Jags have going. Inbound to Caleb Massey. Kick out to Reed Jacobson. Zach Cope wanting a drive, but he couldn't get it. It's almost another turnover. Jags moving the ball around.
Yeah, Plano East is covering pretty well on that exterior, the three-point line. They're extending well, forcing Flower Mound to just keep playing out by the volleyball lines. I think they're going to need some sort of a backdoor cut or a three ball from way out.
Yeah, I mean, Jags didn't really have much. I mean, I'm not complaining with that shot.
Another open 3 for Tran.
And he's going to get the foul. That's going to be 3 shots for Plano East.
Plano East continues to play their game. I figure coming into something like this, they know the scouting report on Flower Mound. You know, basically they could body them up pretty well down low in the paint, but it seems that they're not afraid to shoot the 3. They're not worried about 3 shots, and they were trying to sub early there. But yeah, no, Plano East, they're not phased. They're going to take the 3 ball. If they miss, they'll get back on D and keep playing.
Yeah, I mean, they've seen really good competition this year, beating number 4 Allen by double digits. As Tran misses his second of 3 free throws. Looks like Goyle, Cope, and Cargo are going to get a quick break. And he gets the 3rd one.
Jaguars are scoreless through 6 minutes.
I think more of it's just been confidence. I mean, they've had good looks. As there's the first basket by Trent.
That was a nice finish there by 24. You know, contested look in the lane. I like to see him still going towards the basket. Jump ball here. Possession stays with Plano East.
Oh, no. It's turn over to the Jags.
See, Jaguars, get a bucket, get a stop.
Exactly.
You know what? They're going to need to do that about 20 more times to make this thing and close this gap.
Definitely. Jags playing a quick pace as there's another turnover. Overshoots him a little bit.
Yeah, cross-court pass stolen.
There's a turnover right back. As no foul call, but Brandon Stoddy with the cleanup. As looks like
Shoeless Joe there.
Yeah. I mean, really good drive. I mean, knowing how slippery a basketball court is, I mean, crazy that I got it down to the other end.
Flower Mound in a 3 high, 2 low set. Maybe had a trap there, chose not to do it.
I mean, this is going to be a really good game for Flower Mound, just to maybe turn the season around a little bit, get some confidence going into next season. As that looked like it was off Plano East, and it is.
It is off Plano East. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see the Jags maybe box out, find a man there, instead of getting the tip out of bounds.
Definitely.
East coming with all the pressure here.
As Trent's got to get past half-court line. There's a feed down low, and he gets blocked. 30 seconds left in the quarter. There's a 3 from East, and it's good.
Yeah, he locked that one down. They weren't going to let that play develop any more than it had to.
Yeah, Trent drive, no good. 12 seconds left. There's great fake, and there's going to be another 3. And it's good.
Yeah, these guys are spot up. I mean, they are not afraid to shoot at
Here comes
will.
the half-court shot. Just right. All right, folks. Number 3 in the nation, Plano East. They're bringing it tonight. It's 28-4. Your Jags are down. We'll be back right after this. All right, coming out of the break, your Jags are down 24. As Plano East starts off with the ball. There's another three. That's wide left.
A little ambitious from that outside shot.
Yeah, deep two, no good. And Trent, very aggressive rebound right there. Ryan wasn't really ready for it. You got the starting five out for your Flower Mountain Jaguars. Brandon Studdy, Caleb Massey, Zach Cope, Ryan Goyle, and Trent. As that was deflected backcourt, so no backcourt violation there for the Jags. Zach Cope, a drive, spin. It's tipped by Plano East. Cross-court pass from Ryan Goyle. Bit risky right there.
I like that the Jags are willing to drive and try to kick out and get a shot, but it seems that they're picking their dribble up just a little early.
Yeah, just a hair. Another thing that I haven't seen, too many fouls called for Flower Mound. There's a really good fake, and no foul called there, but good putback by Plano East. That was Jordan Mazzell with the putback, and there's a basket by Brandon Stoddy.
Yeah, Stoddy running the floor, getting out in front of the defense that nobody picked him up. That was a really nice possession there from the Jags.
As the Jag faithful bringing out those overrated chants again. I mean, this student section a little fired up after the way the JV game ended.
That's right.
Yeah, Jags down 3 with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Plano East just held the ball to the final minute.
Till about, 1:40 left.
Yeah.
And Flower Mound fouled.
I mean, unfortunately, rules are rules. You don't have a shot clock in high school ball, but, I mean, you just don't coach kids that way.
That's right. Yeah, at some point when it comes to JV, winning or losing, you want to get the kids reps. They're never going to remember what game they won or lost when they were playing on JV. Like, for them to burn 7 minutes of clock in that fourth quarter, just not a good look.
Exactly.
I get playing to win, but at the same time, it's junior varsity basketball. Like, get some kids in there, let them run. If they make mistakes, let them make mistakes. But to make it that big of a deal, I was pretty shocked.
Right, but, I mean, you know what? Good for you, Plano East. You won by 5 points.
Stoddy again, nice putback there. He's been active on the glass.
Yes. And Reed Jacobson checked into the game for Zach Cope.
That's way out.
Barely off the marker. A lot of bodies went to the ground, but Plano East, another layup.
You know, the Jaguars, I'd like to see a little more effort there on the defensive glass.
All right, let's see what the Jags can do. Trent thought about it for a second. Deep 3 by Ryan, and that's going to be an air ball.
Yeah, Goyle, I think next time he could maybe get a better shot. Seemed a little forced there. I get you're down big and you're trying to hit a home run just to make it a close game, but at the same time, maybe what the Jags need a little bit more of is when you got guys off ball, maybe just a little quicker sprints to the corners, get a little more separation from the defense. It seems that all the defenders for Plano East that are playing off ball, they're not really having to do much. They're not having to spread too much in terms of covering the floor. So hopefully the Jags can make an adjustment here after this timeout.
Exactly. And first time out of the game from Plano East. Curious what they have coming out of the timeout. We shall see right after this. All right, coming out of the timeout, let's see what Plano East has. Going to be a tough bucket, and they As they call the charge. That's going to be Flower Mound ball.
It's got to be something for Plano East. Every time you walk in the gym, you've got the biggest target in the country on your back.
Right, and that
for them to stay composed and play their game and not get baited into doing, running an offensive scheme that they're not used to. They're not trying to do too much. They're playing good conservative defense. I mean,
exactly.
you can't really be surprised at the fact that they're ranked number 3 in the country.
Definitely. I mean, it's good fundamental basketball, defensive oriented and good shots. As Brandon Stoddy got a little shifty, and Reed Jacobson with the 3.
Yeah, Stoddy did all the hard work there, got Jacobson open, Jacobson able to put it in. That's a nice little possession from Flower Mound right there.
Definitely. And if you're Flower Mound, you got to be excited for Brandon Stoddy next year. Going to be a senior, going to be the face of this team, as there's going to be an and 1 bucket for Plano East.
Another case of rebounding lulls there for Flower Mound.
Definitely. All right, after the free throws, let's see what Flower Mound has going. Plano East yet to create a turnover in the backcourt. Very shifty by Caleb Massey. Shifty by Stoddy, and that was about to be a really crafty layup.
That was a fantastic move there from Stoddy. Shocked that it didn't go down. I hope that he attempts to get down there one more time on this next possession.
Definitely.
I think that was even better. We've been talking about the Jags picking up their dribble just in the wrong spot.
Right, and this one might be a jam. But a bit of a shifty layup.
Yeah, that was a jazzy move there.
Yeah.
From 0.
Yeah, DJ Hall.
Little undercarriage move, up and under.
Definitely. See what the Jags can get going here.
Yeah, it seems pretty stagnant right now. Hopefully they can move this around a little quicker.
Definitely. Jags just trying to find a shot, and they can't get anything. And there's about to be a turnover. Massey, a layup and the foul.
Yeah, he gets absolutely hacked there. I love the hustle. It was a questionable pass in the corner to the paint. But at the same time, they fought for it. He went back up with it, got absolutely hacked, and hopefully can convert here at the line.
Yes, sir. We got 2 shots coming up. Makes the first. As Luke Cargo checking in for Brandon Stoddy. As he makes the second one. And the Jag faithful still staying strong.
Yeah, you gotta applaud the fans that are staying active, even throughout this lopsided match. That had to have been a travel that was not called.
Definitely. It looked like he wanted to go up for a dunk. Cargo a deep 3. And that's good. Luke Cargo. There's a dime from Plano East, and there's going to be a wide open 3 for the big fella. No good. They almost get the tip off Massey.
Yeah, Massey made a good play there, being patient.
Yeah, another 3 by Cargo, just off the mark.
I don't mind that. He wasn't guarded hardly.
Not at all. As there's a tough bucket right there from Plano East.
Yeah.
Xavier Millard.
Yeah, Miller with a fantastic finish at the rim. It looked like he didn't even actually look at the hoop when he threw it up.
Yeah, not at all.
The fact that he was able to use the glass there and finish in speed, pretty impressive.
Yeah. There's a three by Reed Jacobson off the mark.
That was a saucy left-handed pass there.
For sure. I mean, Jag defense really starting to get settled in. As that's going to be a turnover by the Jags.
It's a play right there. As a guy in the post, you don't want to bring that ball down. You want to keep it up on your chin. Maybe look for a kick-out pass or try to get something moving down low.
Definitely.
But anytime you bring that ball down, it's liable to get tipped, and clearly Plano East was all over it.
Right. All right, got about 40 seconds left in the first half. As there's going to be a foul on the Jags. There's a three, and that's good. Jags all over that, but great defense, better shot. All right, Jags looking to have the last possession of the first half. 5 seconds left. See what we got going. And that's going to be blocked to end the first half. Your Jags slowly starting to get settled in. It's 48-16. You're down.
Yeah, Jaguars, they just need to regroup and have a mentality of just winning the next quarter is really all they can do.
Definitely.
You never know what Plano East is planning on doing coming out of the halftime when it comes to lineup choices and maybe resting some guys with a big lead. If Flat Mound can take advantage of it and make this thing interesting, I'd be glad to see it.
Yeah, if they make it interesting, and even if they don't, knowing the team that they're playing against, seeing if they could prepare for teams in the future and really turn the season around. All right. 48-16, Plano East is up. We will see y'all after halftime. And we are back out of halftime. Jags starting off with the ball for the third quarter.
Yeah, Jags had a little bit of an extended vacation there in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah,
We were wondering if they were going to make it out on time.
Yeah, I mean, losing track of the clock a little bit. Refs are like, hello? Y'all coming? Yeah, Jags controlling the pace right now.
I like that move there from Jacobson. It looked like Goyle might have stepped out, but they didn't see it. That's good.
Speaking of Goyle, I don't think he's gotten a single shot off tonight.
Except for that air ball in the first quarter, but hopefully they can get him open.
Good fake by Brandon Stott. He misses the layup, but he's going to get the free throw.
Oh, Stotty, man. Getting him up in the air, that's a great pump fake.
For sure.
I've always been a fan of the pump fake. Get the guy up in the air.
Yeah. Especially
Draw
a
the
clean
foul.
pump fake.
Yeah. It's a good
Not
move
much
there.
better.
Got to make the free throw, though.
Yeah. Misses the first.
Nice shot here from our slash camera, Braden Coate. And Stotty's able to make it.
Yeah, Braden always doing a good job.
Yeah, Aiden McLean, too, on our main camera. Guys always do a great job of bringing Flower Mound Sports Network into your homes across the country.
For sure, and even the people that aren't here right now, Harrison Stafford, Suhas Arvinda.
And with Mulpuri. Our whole team this year, real solid guys for Flower Mound Sports Network. Bringing you the live action of Flower Mound basketball.
Definitely.
Week in and week out. Reintroduction of myself. I'm Decker Branch. I direct the students here at Flower Mound Sports Network. We're down a man in the box tonight, so I'm filling in on color commentary as number 4 for Plano East puts it home. But it's always a pleasure whenever I am able to get back on the mic.
Yeah, I mean, we're glad to have you here every week. As Jags tossing the ball around outside the arc. Can't seem to really get anything off right now.
Yeah, it might be a good time for an off-ball screen here. A little more action on the wing.
For sure.
At least they're being patient. Nice backdoor cut. He got hacked.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's not a call.
Yeah, definitely. And Coach Littleton, he's letting that ref hear it. And that's going to be 2 for Plano East. And the ref saying, I didn't see it. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, when you're the ref, you got to stick with your call.
That's right. Goyle gets another shot up.
Can't get it, but Plano
And
East
Tran
does.
buries it for 3. Tran, I believe, has 4 or 5 threes now. Jaguars just need to be a little more aggressive getting a hand up there with him on the arc.
Definitely. There's a 3 by Goyle. No good. And here's going as they... Looks like they're going to call
Cope with the goaltending there.
Yeah, they're going to call Zach Cope with the goaltend.
I'm a little surprised to see as many starters out here for Plano East. I don't know what message they're trying to send by keeping those guys out there. Maybe they're just trying to keep them fresh. Don't want to get complacent. Who knows who they play Tuesday, so you want to go into the weekend on a good note.
Right. As there's a good layup right there by Trent.
Yeah, Trent with a great little layup there. Nice package. Had to finish there. Foul and 1 for Plano East.
Yeah, I mean,
that's tough there. When if you're the Jaguars, you really got to be careful about where your hands are. Don't want to give up bad fouls. You're down 40.
Right. And to answer your question, who are they playing next? They're playing Marcus.
Marcus has a pretty good team. They had a sophomore Was it Lusko or what's his name?
Yeah, Luke Susko.
Susko, yeah. He's a pretty good player, sophomore for Flower Mound Marcus. They had some guards that could play as well. They like to get out in transition. I don't know. I'm sure Plano East has got a great scouting report on Marcus and
Yes, this
Coach
will be
Matthew Wright over there.
Yeah, former assistant coach here under Coach Littleton. I mean, Marcus only lost by 4 to them in their last meeting.
Wow. Was that at Plano East or in Flower Mound?
That was at Plano East, so
Wow.
only a 4-point loss, and you get home court advantage now.
Yeah, Marcus is a pretty good team.
Yeah, I mean, that could be something for Marcus if they can give Plano East their first loss of the season.
That I completely agree.
As the clock is getting chewed really quick third quarter with 3:50 left.
Yeah, already halfway through.
The Jags can't really get much, but there's Stoddy. Tough shot to get up and almost had it.
Oh, there's a good closeout there from 35. I like that. Active hands.
Definitely.
Not giving 3 the open shot there.
But there's a 3 right there, and it's no good. Massey looked like he was grabbed on the rebound. Looks like the refs agree with me, and that's going to be Flower Mound ball. And there's Luke Cargo, deep 3. And joining me now in the booth is Anvith Mulpuri. Anvith, how are you doing right now?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, doing good. Just watching the game, and honestly, hasn't been a bad game.
Yeah, and this is they're number 3 in the nation. They've got great shot making qualities as well as, just really good ball movement. They set really good screens for the shooters to get to the perimeter, and yeah, they make their shots.
Yeah, and there's a 3 off by Trent. There's a 3 short by Plano East, and Trent wanting to drive, but Plano East closed that out real quick.
Nice pass. Oh my.
Yeah, it's going to stay Flower Mound ball, and let's see what that baseline offense can get going. That Jags trying to see if they can get anything, something going, as there's another turnover.
I think there's a lack of penetration from the Jags. Haven't really found that ball movement, because once you can get to the perimeter, you can kick out to the shooters and the defense starts to collapse and start to rotate, leave one guy open.
Yeah, definitely. As here comes 2 free throws for Plano East. Gets the first.
Honestly, I like to see some more ISO from Zach Hope. He definitely has more of the capabilities. He has the capabilities to penetrate and kick it out, but not too sure why he doesn't get set up to do it more.
Yeah, and here come the Jags. As Massey almost had a crafty layup.
It's actually pretty packed today.
Yeah, I mean, there's a deflection, and that's going to be Plano East ball still.
Yeah. Did the promo run really well today, the student promo?
Yes, so student promo that the concession stand ran. First 100 students got a free hot dog.
Oh.
There's a shot by Plano East, no good. Rebound Stoddy. Kick out to Cargo. drive by Massey. No good, but he's going to get 2. Great job by Caleb Massey tonight, just driving, drawing fouls, getting himself to the line. Massey gets the second. Yeah, Plano East moving the ball around the perimeter. It looks like they're slowing down the pace right now.
40, nothing to force. You know, they're just trying to get out here and go home. Man,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a lack of tenacity on the boards. I at least saw 3 guys around the paint watching. Ball 14 was.
there's just got to be a
High
sense of
pointing that.
urgency.
Yeah, look, you may be down 40, but you know you gotta play for the spirit of the game.
Yeah, play with some
And
heart.
it sounds so cliche, but you know, there's like, come on, there's probably the most packed student section we've had this whole year, right?
Outside the Marcus game, definitely.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta play, not for yourself, but what you represent.
Definitely.
I think I
Stadia
saw some
drive.
fouls there. Oh,
He's almost had a ton of crafty layups this game, but very few have fallen. Yeah, it looks like Plano East is going to have the last possession. There's a 3, off the mark, offensive rebound, blocked. And it's going to stay Plano East ball, but they're going to have about 0.2 of a second left.
Unless they have some high flyer who can, high point that ball.
Yeah, and here comes Zach Cope to really make sure.
Yeah.
And Grant Ruff to really make sure nothing bad happens.
Yeah. And Teagan too.
And Teagan, yeah, they're bringing all the big boys out. Teagan not even enough time to tuck in his jersey. There's a tip.
Oh wait.
No good. Oh,
Wait. Never mind.
calling no shot, and yep, that's going to be the end of the quarter. Folks, it's getting ugly. Your Jags 21, Plano East 63. We'll be back right after this. All right, and welcome to the fourth quarter. I mean, your Jags down 42 right now. There's a good tip, and there's going to be a turnover for the Jags. Zach Cope couldn't get much going right there. There's a 3 by Trent off the mark. There's a tip out by Goyle. And I mean, Amvis, going around the Metroplex in the Dallas sports world, I mean, it's been an ugly week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboys knocked out. Mavs had a close win against the Pelicans and then an ugly loss against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Stars had an ugly loss last night. Also had a big win Tuesday. Also going back to the Mavs. Game postponed tonight.
Yeah. First of all, condolences to the Warriors assistant coach.
Yeah.
You know, just
May
really
he
tragic.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
And also going around the Metroplex, like the cherry on top for a bad week in Dallas sports, Josh Hader, the best closer in baseball, going to the Astros. Yeah, massive 5-year deal for him.
Man, the Astros are really assembling the Avengers. Used to be the Rangers, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy what Adolis Garcia did to them. That's going to be a turnover for Plano East.
You know, do you see how... Honestly, the icing on top is Mike McCarthy staying as head coach. I don't know.
Hey, but let's look at some of the good. I mean, according to European media, and these are just rumors, but I heard that AT&T Stadium will get the World Cup final.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much truth there is to it. I mean, it's only been European media that I've heard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's their sport.
It's the biggest arena there is in...
Yeah, biggest arena
United
and having a
States.
dome. I mean, with it coming down to us and New York, an open-air dome in the summer.
Or if it's in Texas, I might try to buy a ticket, but it may be too expensive.
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't. Like preseason tickets for the Cowboys,
Yeah.
those get really expensive. So I can only imagine how expensive the biggest sporting event in the world would be.
Yeah. What do you think about Mike McCarthy staying as head coach?
I would have liked to see us look into options, but I mean, knowing Jerry's age,
Yeah.
it's like he wants to win one more. It's like he knows his time is coming.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to reset because bringing in a coach, it's going to take you at minimum 1 year for the team to adjust, lock into the new coach, have the coach win over the locker room. And I mean, even though the Cowboys season ended very poorly, I mean, we saw a really, really good offense that wasn't efficient.
Yeah.
Another year in a row with the top defense, and if Dan Quinn stays, I mean, then then keeping McCarthy, I think, would make sense. With that being said, though, he's definitely going into the season on the hot seat.
Yeah. For sure. But I don't know. I don't like them keeping McCarthy because Albert Einstein said this, and it's been reiterated. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to say a different result.
Right, and I'm not disagreeing with it, but it's like when you look at it on paper, it's like McCarthy, he has been successful. We just haven't gotten the job done in the playoffs. I mean, you can't get too much better than 3 consecutive 12-5 seasons.
I won't lie. I feel like throughout McCarthy's career, he's underachieved. I feel like with Aaron Rodgers, he's had to at least have more than one championship. I mean, there was one season they went 15-1. I think they got bounced in the divisional round.
I mean, I don't know about that, so I'm going to trust your word on it.
I think it was 2011, maybe.
Yeah. Also, another reason, I mean, McCarthy might be the best coach available that Jerry could control with the TV remote.
That is true, yeah. Man,
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
mean, we'll
dynamics
see.
to it.
It's like, I'll be honest, I think McCarthy has been a more successful coach than Jason Garrett already.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And Garrett was here for a decade.
Yeah. And the one thing that I don't like about McCarthy is that, you know how we're like the most penalized team in the league, right?
Right.
And like, we don't look prepared most of the time, right?
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah, that's...
and hopefully that is an off-season priority. Like, we do look into that.
I mean, it's happened for like, what, 3 to 4 years?
Yeah. I'm consistently penalized, but, I mean, knock down the penalties. And the scariest thing, if we can figure out how to make this offense more efficient. Because the Cowboys had the 16th best red zone offense in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
But also ended up having a top 3 total offense in the
Yeah.
NFL. Like, you get that red zone efficiency up, that is a scary offense. And it's honestly scary to the point to where
Yeah.
how good do you need your defense to be if the best defense for your team will beat twice the offense?
Yeah. But keyword, if...
Yeah, keyword if. But, with the NFL playoffs now going into the divisional round, what teams are standing out to you?
I like the Chiefs because they have Mahomes. You know,
That's fair. You got Mahomes, you always got a shot.
I do like the Bills, but Josh Allen, I don't think he actually has made it to the conference championship, but
He has?
yeah, against Chiefs, they got
Right.
annihilated.
That's right.
Yeah, but he hasn't had that much playoff success. But the team itself looks really good. But I'll say I don't really trust the Ravens because Lamar hasn't had that much postseason success,
Right.
and the Texans are very young, so
I mean,
they're a wild card. But
I do think that this is the Bills' year to make it out of the AFC. I mean, I'd argue they are the hottest team in the AFC right now.
yeah.
But let's talk about that NFC.
Oh, okay. So we just had the Packers upset the Cowboys, but they're getting bounced out by the Niners.
Knock on wood. But, I mean, yeah, and then you got the Lions playing
Bucks.
Tampa Bay, yeah. I mean, are we going to see Detroit in the NFC Championship? I think they got a shot. They got
Yeah,
the home field advantage.
If you
Arguably the second best home team in the NFL behind the Cowboys. Ironically, the only home team that got eliminated last round.
Yeah. I mean, if you told me that 2 years ago, Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff would be facing up in the NFC divisional round, I would not believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, people wrote them off, and they just took it. And,
Yeah, then right back.
all right, let's do a little bit of NFL trivia.
All right.
How many quarterbacks in NFL history have won a playoff game with multiple teams? And who are the quarterbacks?
Well, there's Tom Brady. Not him yet. Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's 2. I'll give you a
Baker
hint. There's 6.
Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, your hint is that there's 6 total. So
Joe
you're halfway
Montana?
there. Yeah, Joe Montana.
Yeah.
He had with the Niners and Chiefs.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Any current QBs? One of them is he's probably like a game manager, but is one of them a game manager?
I can't say.
Oh!
Crowd
Jack
going
Wirtz,
crazy
almost
for
made
Jack Wirtz.
Yeah. And he made it 3 last game.
Yeah.
All right. There's 2 more. What are those?
So, first one is Brett Favre,
Oh, yeah.
and we were just talking about him, Jared Goff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, in one weekend, Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff added their names to a list
An exclusive list.
of Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Tom Brady, and Brett Favre.
Man.
That's just awesome.
Gotta love football, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Unfortunate the NFL season's coming to an end, but
Yeah.
But the good thing is we now have the newly merged UFL coming up.
Did you watch any XFL games last year?
I ended up going to the season opener for the Renegades.
Hey, how was the atmosphere?
The atmosphere was good. Yeah, it's like a lot more toned down.
Oh.
Like, only thing I didn't really like how pricey the concessions were, but yeah, you're going to get that everywhere. As Plano East tried it right there.
Oh. Man, I think Plano East is now just going to hold the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to go home.
Yeah, they're going to take a note out of the JV book, hold the ball for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I heard about that game.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why 2 minutes in they didn't realize to press. That disturbs me, honestly.
I mean, I could see it from the Jag side. It's like, okay, you want to play cheap? We won't give you the reaction you want.
I mean, if you do that, you're going to lose most likely. So
Right.
you don't got an
Which,
option.
unfortunately, it did happen, but you know what? Good for you, Plano East. You won by 5 by holding the ball. As that's going to do it for the game tonight. Plano East 74, your Jags 23.
I'd like to add one more thing. The Cowboys next year, I can't say it no more. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, it's not our year. But yeah, Plano East are going to look to play Marcus next Tuesday at Marcus after only beating them by 4 in their last meeting. And your Flower Mound Jaguars, home game next Tuesday against Plano West at 7:30. We will see y'all there for that. Once again, your Jags 23, Plano East 74.